Good afternoon to those who are tuning in. This is actually honkaistarrail Fate Night crossover event, which good indication seeing Saber across the way. But we're going to be looking for the lost robins. Hope everybody's been doing well. Sit back, relax, get comfortable, and enjoy.
Ribbit, evil spirit! Why do you despise humans so? Is there not a single ounce of love or compassion in your heart, Ribbit? If I back down now, I'd be the same as all the other Scots. So, if you want to hurt Miss Robin, you'll have to walk over my dead body, Ribbit! Oh, foe, you've arrived just in time. Help me! Together we can crush this blasted evil spirit! Doesn't matter if you want to punish me later or demand an explanation. As long as Miss Robin is safe, you can do whatever you want with me, Ribbit! Ribbit? 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 Ribbit, ribbit! Ribbit, 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 ribbit! Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit! split my consciousness into countless fragments in the previous battle, just like what happened to Miss Robin. I'm honestly as shocked as you are. Who'd have thought there's justice in that man called Scott? And yet, my chest burns with righteous fire. Then I thought, what if this is all part of Scott's plan? What if the evil side of him is lying in wait within me, ready to spring to action at any moment? I want to go with you to save the other Miss Robins, and I also need someone to kill me if Scott ever takes over my body. To honor the trust placed in me, I will never bend to evil, Ribbit. Ribbit, I'll prove my justice with my actions, Ribbit.
Moving on. With all of you. But I'll die happy, knowing that I gave my life for justice, to keep others safe. Tell Rakshmi, the night we broke up, I lied to her. There's no such thing as a Scott of justice. That justice is a part of the name. It doesn't mean anything. What do you think? How would you rate this shocking reveal, Ribbit? Director, heal me up! I worked so hard to lead them into the trap, and now you're shooting me in the butt!
time to play a tune. Be intoxicated. Relax. Stand still. In the abyss's revels, your cries rise. Relax.
Ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Archer. As my servant, you'll come with me, right? Oh, what's wrong with being a little underhanded if we can win? So you still refuse? You know, I should use my command spells to force you into submission, but I hate brands on the flesh that bend someone to another's will. If staying with them is your wish, then so be it. But sometimes, a change in perspective will make you see the gamble in its entirety.
Relax.
Nothing major.
Ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
The dead return!
Stand still.
Be intoxicated.
Prepare for some
Underestimating you. Repent!
Relax.
Nothing. Receive divinity.
Time to say bye. Boom.
In the abyss's revels, your cries rise.
Are you seeing the enemy's position now, Archer? Now it's time to put an end to this! Why do actors in horror films never see where the monsters come from? Why do monsters keep popping into the frame as long as the film is rolling? It's because the true monster is born beyond the set. The director's lens is the real cradle of terrors. Your presence concealment skill is simply a manifestation of the theatrical rule that characters in the story cannot see the cinematographer filming behind the lens. But monsters are different. They are the soul of horror films, the focus of the lens. Their line of sight is always fixed on the camera's position. That's why only Scott, the man playing the monster, can see you.
You win. I concede. Having the devil lurking behind the lens and getting real monsters to step into the theater. That was my finest offline marketing campaign ever. Who'd have thought that someone could still see through my tricks hundreds of years in the future? How did you do it, friend?
Did I never mention it to you? Well, I am your fan, Mr. Greedy.
A director of flops from centuries ago, catching the eye of a big shot from the strategic investment department. Thanks for the compliment, but that was a pretty bad lie from you.
Oh, have more confidence in yourself, Mr. Greedy. After I stumbled upon your first movie, curiosity led me to dig through the archives of Greedy films. Now, you had each moviegoer sign a death and liability release waiver before entering the theater. And you released memory zone memes into the theater at intermission. Oh, these interactive marketing tactics were way ahead of their time. You could smell out exact market demands and deliver maximum impact with minimal resources. Oh, had we met back then, I would have made sure to secure a spot for you in the marketing department.
I'd rather not be recognized for those achievements.
You could have been rolling in riches. But you poured everything into filmmaking to create something you loved. You're a director worthy of respect for that alone. But what you've done is unforgivable.
The watchmaker said almost the same thing to me back then. But like I said, I concede. I have no talent and can't create true art. I've come to terms with that after dying.
Then could you tell us old Odie's plan? If he truly wanted to achieve his wish, he could have easily hired a few masters to stage out a variety show with a rigged outcome. But he deliberately gathered a group of uncontrollable individuals to participate in a Holy Grail war that might never even happen.
Mr. Odie gave me a backup plan before I came here. When I lose, I'm to humbly admit defeat and invite everyone to the Grand Theater. Mr. Odie and the Holy Grail will be waiting for you there. You'll hear all the answers from him. And you, my fan, this little behind the scenes is just for you. I believe the reason Mr. Odie reached out to you all is simple. You'll bring in higher ratings for this show.
There's nowhere in Panaconii more fitting for a grand finale than the Grand Theater. Oh, Mr. Boothill, why are you looking at me like that?
Didn't expect someone like you to be that Footers fan.
Well, instead of calling me Master, a word that brings back dead class structures, I prefer you address me as Mr. Aventurine.
See, Red Guy, those business crooks are all the same. They take everything you throw at them, insulting them's like punching a cotton fluff ball. Ain't no fun at all.
I'm going with you. It doesn't matter whether Miss Node is now friend or foe. I will bring her back.
Oh, by the way, I think I forgot to ask. Mr. Boothill, do you know which department Scott's from?
Whoa, yeah!
Whew, now, that's more like it. Let's move out.
We got a level 81 going here.
The sharp instincts of a businessman are enough for me to know where and when to make my moves. And the Holy Grail has told me everything I need to know. You are the servant of that Galaxy Ranger. I didn't think your nose would be even sharper than the Bloodhound family's minions. Is it really wise for you to charge in here on your own instead of loyally staying at your master's side? That cowboy's in quite a pinch right now and would appreciate a speedy rescue. I appreciate the advice, truly. In that case, am I not giving the Holy Grail a new purpose? It'll become an entertainment spectacle much more worthy of investment than some wish-granting chalice. Quite the impressive insight, servant from another world. Your presence here was certainly a surprise to me, but you and your friends are needed. The Holy Grail needs more efficient fuel. And that means you. Miss Note? Well, it's time for you to show Penacony your true charm.
I did what you wanted me to do.
Well done, my old friend. So many years have passed, but I still remember every performance you gave, every dance you danced, every melody you sang. You were like a blooming iris. But I prefer how you are now compared to your heydays on the stage. Stripped of all the external pretenses. So simple. So ordinary.
Enough, OT. Outdated metaphors are as revolting as last night's leftovers. I've kept my promise. Now, it's your turn.
There's no rush, my old friend. Everything you desire can be obtained without magecraft or miracles. Money is all it takes. The so-called Holy Grail is nothing more than a vessel crafted from gold, and the real stars of this show are about to make their entrance. Your job is to hold them off until the last step of the ritual is complete. Once that is done, I will honor my end of the deal.
OT. Looks like your business acumen has rotted along with this world. I could barely restrain that one servant. And now you expect me to take them all on?
Don't be so modest. Unlike Greedy, you are a true artist. You have the talent to bring thousands of characters to life all on your own. You are the perfect counter to these heroes. I will give you the power the Holy Grail has accumulated so that you can crush them all. Then this grand spectacle will come to a glorious finale.
Ah, fork it. Wasn't that blue guy supposed to scout this place ahead of us? Haven't even heard a single peep from him so far. How could that old man have pulled a fast one on him?
Miss Note! I'm glad you're okay.
Wait. Something's off. Miss Note. I trust that you've seen Lancer here, haven't you?
Yes. He came to the Grand Theater with his spear raised and ready, eager to impale old Odie on the curtain. I couldn't agree more with his approach, but I still have dreams left unfulfilled in this miraculous second life. So, I asked him to take a break, and I must insist that every one of you take a break as well. Until Mr. Odie finishes the ritual. Fear not. There will be no pain. Please, leave your passion and ambitions on the stage. Like how actors shed their fatigue and makeup behind the curtains. And rest. Let the curtain fall! Canon Can presents!
Oh, Artorias! Here to draw the sword, aren't you? I knew it! That mage Merlin spun such a tall tale, something about whosoe'er pulleth out this sword of this stone is rightwise king of all England. Even an apprentice knight wouldn't be able to resist that. That being said, a little fellow like you drawing the sword and becoming king? I really can't picture that.
The only thing I remember is being woken up by someone in a space station. My earliest memory was boarding a train, headed for the stars, and meeting many kindred spirits as friends. Though I have no past, I have a future. I'm totally free. So this is the sword in the stone?
She was nothing more than an ordinary girl. Playing the part of a king was already painful enough. Why should we force her to continue in the delusion known as heroic spirits? Better to cast aside her sword, abandon her glory, and become a nameless nobody who watches the world's grand show on the sidelines. I'll help all of you to remove the hero's garish makeup, bit by bit, until I've wiped away even the choice you've made to become a hero. Until I've wiped away all the pain you've endured on this thorny road. I've prepared a simple and happy life for you all in this show. Including you.
So, newcomer. newcomer. Are you staying? Someone like you has probably already burned through all your luck just trying to get into the Herta space station. But I'll go through the motions and confirm it anyway. Just so you know, working at the Department of Cosmic Geography isn't as easy as you think. Who? Madam Herta? Well, this is her space station. Look, I thought I was pretty impressive too when I first arrived. But you'll be beaten into shape in no time. You're just a regular researcher on this station. No one's gonna even bat an eye at your so-called talents and smarts. Are you dreaming or something? Maybe you should take a sick day and get a checkup at the medical department. I'm a bit of a fan of the Astral Express, and I know that every nameless who boards it has been through some incredible adventures. So, tell me, what great deeds have you done? Oh, I know what's happening now. The Department of Implement Arts imported a batch of dream bubbles. Loads of young, naive researchers have been wasting entire days in them, ignoring even their paid work. You probably ate too much of that Memoria too and thought those illusions were real. Why else would you believe you're a nameless aboard the Express? Well, I can't say I blame you. I heard the Express did invite you to join them, but you turned them down. Are you regretting that choice now?
I don't know.
Well, your resume doesn't show any particular skills. So I'll start you off with some light tasks. Sort the Department of Cosmic Geography's expenditure report for the past 6 months, schedule research meetings for the upcoming month, collect project proposals from all levels of researchers. Yeah, that should keep you busy for a while. Don't be so surprised. Our department is at the bottom of the food chain on the station. This work happens all the time. I'm off. Be sure to do your job well. Yeah. Sometimes I regret picking the Geography of the Universe course when I was 14 and walking away from quantum history. I felt math was just too tough for me back then. But now I ask myself, would I still be stuck in this dead-end job if I made a different choice? No, come on. Don't worry about the what-ifs. Why waste time regretting a choice you've already made? Look at me. Things aren't so bad here, are they?
You're late, newcomer. A few more system days of delay, and we'll miss the reimbursement deadline. I'll cut you some slack given that you're new. Now get to work.
What a messy desk. Am I supposed to organize all this stuff? Where do I even start?
You're too slow. Keep going like this, and you'll still be here when the Amber Lord makes our next hammer swing. What are you standing around for? You think space bionic snails are going to do the work for you?
These reports are endless. And the stuff written in there is really weird. Hold on. I think I've seen that person over there before. Come on, Uncle A. Don't you ever feel like you don't belong here? I'm exhausted. I feel like I can't even think anymore. But deep down, I still feel like I don't belong here. What a strange dream. I should get to work. Scheduling Department of Cosmic Geography. the Astral Express. I turned down their invitation back then. Did I really make the right choice? I'll think about it. I'll make sure to give you my answer before the express leaves. I'm so tired. Maybe I should head back first. The astral.
Let me tell you the story of a bird who was imprisoned wrongfully. She was once a singer, thrown into a dark cell for composing songs that the powerful didn't like. The bird heard many voices of sorrow. So, she sang for the others trapped inside, soothing their homesick hearts and inspiring them to rise up. In the end, the bird broke free with a pocket watch, a wolf, and countless companions by her side. The bird believed that she would begin a new life after gaining freedom. She would shine on the stage and the silver screen, displaying her beautiful feathers and voice, just as she had once brought hope to the hopeless. But she was wrong. Penacony soon became unrecognizable. The songs she sang, the films she starred in, and even her own life were all locked away in a cage called money, turned into mere commodities. The movie studio wanted to turn the bird into a symbol of beauty, but the bird longed to escape from this suffocating, filthy gutter. They stripped away her stage name, replaced her with a fresh-faced chick, and smothered her with slander and rumors, leading her to a disgraceful end.
So, you seek revenge on those who tarnished your name?
No. The exact opposite, in fact. When I returned to this world, I realized there was no one left to take revenge on. Instead, I will reclaim the name they took from me and erase every single work I've ever produced. I'll destroy every trace of my existence. As
you know how it feels to be locked in a cage and have everything taken from you. So why do you still trap the masters and heroic spirits in your noble phantasm? When they wish to end this Holy Grail war, old Odie may be able to fulfill your wish. But the cost he demands is far greater. As someone born in the same era as him, you should know this better than I do.
Ugh. OT is nothing more than a parasite feeding on Penacony. Of course I won't trust him. But you're different, Master. He's a worm who has a wish for the Holy Grail. Yet, there's nothing the Holy Grail can do to sway you. If you want to stop my noble phantasm, you'll have to force me with a command spell. Come, Master. Take away my free will. Just like how they took away my name and career with their contracts and laws.
You know I won't do that, Miss Note. Let's make a wager. I've never once gambled in my life. I bet that those masters and servants will not yield to your noble phantasm, even though you've stripped their identity as heroes. I trust them.
I will wait and see.
I feel like I had a strange dream. But the details keep slipping away. My body feels so heavy. But I can't rest. There's still today's work to get through.
Thank you guys for waiting patiently. Can resume. Well, everyone, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I want to thank you guys for watching and tuning in. If you want to see more videos and streams, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a like if y'all enjoyed. And any favorite moments or favorite parts, comment down below. I love you guys. Hugs and kisses to all. And I'll see you guys next time.